Hi, loves. How are you? How are you doing? Are you well? I trust you are. It's your storyteller, Katrina, here to welcome you to another episode of Different Opinions Podcast, DOP. And what are we discussing today? How my life's educational journey has been like. Yeah. Um, Yeah, it's so you're getting to know more of me bit by bit. So today it's strictly on the education journey. So up to where I am at, sorry, at the moment. So stick around with me, keep me company, and tell me about you as you get to understand why I am so appreciative of the little things in my life and the major ones, of course, also, and why I'm so passionate about helping people and eradicating poverty because I feel like that's my life's mission. Okay, speaking of being appreciative of things that happen in my life, you guys, for the first time, I don't know if I've posted this when I got to buy this, but for the first time in my life, I own a laptop. Mine. By myself, I couldn't reach it. When my eyes of faith, I could see it. I reached to the one who owns me. Defender, show yourself. He showed up, yeah. Game changer has given me victory. He has given me victory. Yeah, so someone else, this might be, it's just a laptop. It's an HP. It's not even a MacBook. But to me, it's big. It's big. It's big. We're moving out. We are blessed. We're moving out to our blessings. So, that aside, so I've written some of the notes here so that I don't go off track. You know me, I'm a storyteller. I can talk. Talking is therapeutic. You can't afford you can't afford therapy. Come listen to me. Come talk to me. I talk. Yes. Okay. So what led me to this is what I'll be to do this vlog is what I'll be telling you at the very end of this. Okay. That is where I am at education wise at the moment. So Katrina, of course, I've told you, I guess I've mentioned it more than once. It's born from the ghetto, one of the major slums in Nairobi, Kenya. So how does Katrina start school? Katrina starts school. Oh, and the other main thing I'm telling you about this and why I am also super, super excited about things that happen in my life, things that someone else might feel that's no big deal is because I I have been the person that has been breaking a lot of generational okay, Christians call them generational curses, I would say, or whatever you're going to call them. You see those things that it haven't been going right in your generation for a long while. So I've been breaking a lot of those, and one of them is in education, and you're going to see that how that is coming out in this. That's why I am appreciative of the things. We'll get into deeper of other stuff, but for this particular episode of this podcast, we'll focus on the education part, and then you'll see how they marry. Okay. Yeah. So that's why even owning a laptop is a big deal to me. It is such a big deal for the first time. Mine are you guys. Okay, so I started school as it's the way in mostly in the slums these organizations come up. Um, They say they have sponsors that are going to sponsor children for schooling and all that and all that. So that is how me and most of us from the ghetto or the slums, we used to get the opportunities to school. So some of them are just to small schools in those slums, of course, in apartments, no playing field, no playing grounds and all that. But at least you've gotten somewhere you can start your ABCDs, you know. So I got a sponsorship. Yes, that is how I started my pre. This is what is now called ECDE, early childhood, blah 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 blah. That one, and then I went to a government school now, a public school. Again, of course, around the slum there for my primary and the free education, of course, played a big part for at least completing class 8 and teachers, oh my god, teachers should stop this, or schools, I don't know who, like, let me just address schools in general. I wish you knew what that free education means to those of us who really need it. So sorry, I know you've been crying. The government is not really catering to the needs of teachers and all that. But please stop taking it out on us. You know, like you add, I don't know, tuitions that are not even constitutionally correct. They're not supposed to be there. The government has said no to them, but you enforce them, and then you make it a must. And those of us like Ashina who couldn't pay, you start beating us for nothing. You know, you start enforcing, oh, entry fee. Yes, the education is free, but to enter you must have this, that, that. So many entry barriers that the education no longer feels free. You know, I know I must come with I must buy a desk, I must buy this, I must buy that. Others, I don't know, you're paying for computer studies that are never studied. Some schools I'm even hearing you're asked to pay, I don't know, for French studies. They are never studied. The kids tell you, Mom, we've never studied anything like French, anything like computer and such. Please stop. Please. I'm appealing from a point of someone that desperately needed that free education, and I know how much it cost us to get all these things that are being put as entry barriers that I'm seeing today. So it has become so difficult. It's like you have to bribe for your child to enter even a public school because of all the things you have to buy to for that child to be admitted. Kindly, some of these children are from situations I grew up in, or even worse. Please stop making it harder. Please. Some parents really want their children to go to school, especially in the slums, but you make it so hard. Please, please, please. Have mercy. Mercy, please. I plead for mercy because I understand how bad it is. Okay, that aside. So I clear my primary, and I was an A student. I was bright. I was a happy pupil, but then I hated school. So this is what happened. One, two things actually. One also even in yeah even in high school. One, there are teachers who I don't know. They believe without caning students and so mercilessly, so you won't get nothing. So I was being a short stature who didn't know, my family didn't know, in school they didn't know. So you're beating me like you're beating my counterparts that don't have any disability. We don't heal the same. We don't. I remember there are nights my grandma, late grandma, rest in peace, grandma, I love you. So she will be applying balm on my back so that I can at least sleep. My back is swollen, my hands are swollen from all the beatings, and you want me to go back to school the following day. I started hating school from there. So much that I even started underperforming. I couldn't. But the teachers that were friendly, I always scored well on their subjects. So for me, you come to me. And that's me to date. You come at me with the harshness and rudeness and violence, hmm, you're going nowhere. But you're friendly, conversational, you got me. You got me easy, very easy. So these teachers made me hate school. And then the other fact was that I was almost always absent. So we have to pay for this, you have to pay for that. We can't afford that. Are we going to eat? We sometimes we are barely, getting enough even to eat. You also want us to be paying for tuition and so what and what. And I'm not an only child. And I'm from a single parent family. So deep in the slums. So yeah. So that absenteeism and the beatings of the teachers, I hated school. I started underperforming. So I never wanted to go to high school. I didn't. And then there was another organization came and introduced acrobatics in the now the village where we were, the slum again for us. So that felt like a relief for most of us. So we started doing it. I joined it. I loved it. I was good at it. I was getting better at it. And there were promise of going abroad for the first time in my life. I saw that as an opportunity. So I told my mom, me, I'm doing this. And my mom was like, nope, no way. She wouldn't have it. So she even went to an extent of reporting me to the chief. And then, so I was removed from the acrobatics team by force because they were told a warning was issued. If I am seen anywhere near that team, I'll be taken to the chief or I don't know, flogging, whatever, whatever. Yeah. So my friends then, I saw them leaving the country, going performing, coming back with electronics, big TVs, and I was like, because I remember having this discussion with my mom, and I was telling her, why do people study? We've been told we go to school, we study so that we get jobs. Acrobatic is already a job. It will be earning me money. We're even struggling. We were struggling in primary. How will it be in secondary? But high years. She was like, what you say? I can't tell you. You can't tell me nothing. So she refused. So we made a deal with her. She told me when I was doing my class 8 exams, KCP exams, she told me if I fail in the exams, then she'll let me have my acrobatics. Of course, she was confident. I was bright. She was confident I wasn't going to fail in my KCP. But if I passed, I must go to high school. I was like, sure, deal. So I made a deliberate effort to fail in KCPE so that I don't go to school because me, acrobatics is already a job. People are going abroad. Come on. From the ghetto to abroad to coming back with big electronics. Yo, what are you saying? Huh? You me to go to school for what? So I put no effort. I put zero effort in the KCPE. Nada. And then the results came. I was sure I had failed. I was so sure I had failed. Shock on me. The results came, and the failure that I had failed was 300 and what? 300 and something marks. Um, Mom was like, a deal is a deal. You passed. You're going to high school. Wacheni nipige nduru. I felt so bad, so bad. So now, and the high school she's insisting on, can she pay? She's depending on sponsorship again. So my desire was to go to a boarding school. Oh my God. And I had the marks for a boarding school. But the money, hey, poverty is the enemy. Poverty is the enemy. So I couldn't go to a boarding school. I couldn't go to a school of my choice. I had to go to a school around this ghetto. I hate this Eastlands. Hey, a day school. Well now, again, me and absence, same WhatsApp group, and I wouldn't show that to, of course, my classmates. So the idea the notion they had was that I was a rude girl. That is why I came to school when I wanted, you know. That's why I didn't fear them teachers, you know, was this bad girl. Bad to the bone. Bad to the bone. But you, I was at home, stressed out, no school fees. So I was telling mom, now see, because what happened, hey, mchezo wa tauni is everywhere, you know. So what was happening, our the organization that was in charge of our sponsorship, I felt like they kept reducing that amount. Because I was like, are you sure? Our sponsors were from Canada. Someone from Canada, this good family from Canada that has decided to sponsor me through my education. And there were other stuff. When it was beginning, it was good. They would sort us even during Christmas, some amounts, and sometimes even clothes and beddings and water views, household items. All that died soon after. So it remained school fees. And even school fees, it was so slashed. Can you imagine you're being given 1,500 Kenyan shillings or 1,000 bob per term? And you have to go there like 50 times. You keep taking the what do you call the fee structure. I've been sent home, I've been sent home, I've been sent home. Until the day they will accept. Then they'll be like, you tell your parents to get whatever they will get, and we will see what we can top up. So you want me to compete with someone who is 90% at least or 95% in school, while me, I'm 10, 20, 30%. I'm barely 50% in school because we can't afford it. So I'm absent a lot of times, and it's because of school fees. The underperformance that continued there, continued. So come my KCSE now, is it the A or the O levels, whichever, my KCSE now after Form 4, and the grades came out, and I am 1 mark, is it one? I think so, I was too so. 1 mark away from a C plus. I wasn't a C student. Actually, the school told me they were expecting at least a B or a B minor. But catching up was so hard. When I come back, there's all that people are studying. So some things I was seeing them in the exam papers. I'm like, no, this one I don't know. No matter how much I rake my brain, this one I don't know. Yeah. So I got a C plane. Yes. And of course, I can't access now. Like government sponsored scholarships for university and what have you. So the education dream died there because I wasn't going to have the same stress with this sponsorship program if they could barely pay my high school. How will die? How will die? This is university. How? How now? And I remember about breaking the generational whatevers. I was the first person in my family, extended family, to finish high school. Yes, no one else had. Like we can say from my grandmother's side, all her children and us, her grandchildren, no one had cleared high school. So I was the first one. So breaking. And now I can't go to uni. And even that, so far, it has been sponsorships here and there. So now, sometime later, who is God now? I was so involved in church. My goodness. Sometimes some people see me around on Sundays or busy with work and what have yous, and they are like, hey, And I'm like, oh, yeah, please leave me and my God alone. Yes, we understand each other. We get each other. I was a church person. I was so much into church. So again, I was in this church. I have served a lot in church. I have served. Yo, I have. Leave me alone. So in this church, I don't know if we should mention them. There came an opportunity. They decided to have a deaf ministry. So when they decided to have a deaf ministry, I don't know why. When churches decide to do disability inclusion, the deaf ministry is always like the first that they go for. Is it easier? I don't know. I've never understood. But those who do disability inclusion, it's always deaf. So they also went the disability inclusion way, deaf. So decided to have a deaf ministry, and they gave out an opportunity for those who were interested to study sign language, so that we could accommodate the deaf that would be coming to church. And I was like, that's interesting. I can do that. So you see, the church sponsored it. So this is how it was happening. We were getting the lecturer from University of Nairobi, coming to teach us at the church. Yes, so but the certification and all was University of Nairobi. It's just that we were not going physically there. Yes, everything else was the same. So I got that opportunity. I did it. We did it for, is it 3 or 6 months? Yeah. So those who will be watching this and you've seen me kind of get along with the deaf, though I'm not very good at it right now because it's been a while. And like any language, the more you don't practice it, it starts fading away. So after the studying, I didn't have them at my disposal as such. So I didn't have someone I'm communicating with. So with time, it started fading. So right now I know a bit, but I am slow. I'm quite slow in signing. When they talk too fast, I cannot keep up with them. Yeah. Nor can I sign fast enough as well. Okay, so as I was saying, if you see me conversing with them somehow, it's because I have the knowledge. It's inside. Maybe if I ever get serious about it, I can do a refresher course. Yeah, or redo it again. So we did it for those months, and I passed. And for the first time again in our family, there's a graduation, y'all. There's a graduation. Katrina is graduating. I'm cautious. I've been eating knickers, so I'm cautious. I'm hoping I don't have them on me. So for the first time, a graduation is in this family. Hallelujah. Ooh, he has given me victory. Do you know my mom's excitement? I remember it's my mom's excitement. We went with her, and I remember her and another lady, a friend from where we used to live. Well, I don't know why I just remember those two, but we were more. I remember we taking photos. My mom was so excited that we hurried home with the gown for people to see her daughter has graduated. Yo, it has never been done in the entire family. So mom was super excited that it happened. I had left earlier than the others, and there was a time now we were all called for the class photo. So you won't find me in that photo. I think it's still in the office there. So when I came back later, they were like, "Where were you?" My mom's excitement. We had gone home. People had to see her daughter with the gown. We went home with that way, with the gown, the flowers they had bought me. That new, you. For us, it's a big deal. It's a big deal, man. So that's the second thing I'm breaking. At least even if it's a okay, we couldn't really call it uni because I wasn't going there physically, but it's a uni certification because it's from your end. How long? Now, problem comes. Do you know where we live? We are still in this ghetto. For me, fire hazards and floods are things you know each other. I think we even know each other by name. So we used to live in places where fires and flooding were so common that it didn't even take the major rains for it to happen. We were living a bit close from the riverbanks. And then we in the ghetto, so it will be sometimes it's the electricity that has started a fire somewhere. So we got so used to starting life all over again. Starting life. We started life more than once. You know? The place has burnt down. We are starting again. We've lost everything. Photos, documents, whatever. We've lost them again. So I don't even like people who actually I don't even put my KCP and KCC in a CV. Like, don't ask me for some documents, don't. Actually, who asks for those now? For real. So, don't even ask me for photos of when I was younger. Where? Where? If they were not scorched by fire, they were taken to wherever by flood waters. So there would be there's a dam. We never even care about the name, but there was a dam that would break its banks more than once, and that water will fill up and swell up the river that we were living close to, and it will come and wash away our houses. And then the houses they were if they were not sometimes they were mabatis, iron sheets, houses made of iron sheets or mud and sticks. Those sticks and mud. So the houses will go like 3/4 of the house is gone. Especially if it is flat. So God. So 3/4 of the house is gone. Several staff are gone. Okay, there are people who even will even lose their lives. Unfortunately, especially the floods never happen during the daytime. I have never once, when we were there, seen a flooding that happened during the day. They will come at night. Oh, was there? Maybe my memory fails me, but mostly it was at night. So you guys are sleeping and then you're feeling cold and you're like, is this still a dream? Only to open your eyes to open and actually we will be woken up by screams. The first person who will notice screaming, Margie! Ellie, no! And then you wake up, you can't and short stature, I'm through. I can't swim. So sometimes we will be helping each other. Sometimes everyone is good for us all, because they're also trying to save, neighbors are also trying to save themselves, whatever they can salvage, their children, blah, blah, blah. That has been my life. Yes. And telling such people to vacate is not an option. Vacate too. We can't afford even here. We can barely afford ourselves here. You are telling us to vacate too. Like this government did. You're telling those people to vacate. To where? They can barely afford houses of 1,000 bob, 1,500, and below 2,000 max. They have arrears like from years back, and now you're asking them to vacate to houses of higher prices and survive how? You're not giving them jobs, no sustainability programs. You've told them to vacate. You guys. Wickedness of the highest order, if you ask me. So we called in. That's what we called. That was where we were at. It's not tell us to vacate. So we would wait the waters to subside. Then we start. helping each other to rebuild. Yes, look for mud again and sticks and try to, yes, yes, to rebuild those houses and again start buying things small by small, so little by little, bit by bit, and continue with life. Whatever has been lost. At least you are still alive. If it's the fires, whatever we have managed to save, okay. Whatever has been scorched down, okay. Try and help. There's a time this church I'm talking about came through for us because of me. Because I was in that church, I was very active, and actually that was a Saturday. Don't remember the year and the month. I just remember the day it was a Saturday because those Saturdays I was active in church. I was doing something in church. So I got to church, and it was also the first time I ever got in an accident. And it was a motorbike. It hit me, and when you're hit for the first time, you go numb, you don't feel pain. So people are telling this person to take me to the hospital. I'm refusing. I'm on my way to church to go do my duties. You want to waste my time? I'm okay. I'm not feeling pain. The guy left after I insisted. The pain came later. I sat down. I couldn't even get to that church. I dragged myself. Yo, the pain. Jesus. And then now I saw the blood. This left foot. Ah, and then that's the day after all that. Now they help me get home after some time. First aided they've done first aid on me at the first aided me Katrina you they've done first aid on me and all that and everything, and they've helped me get home. I think they gave me fare, yes. So on getting home again, I'm finding out there was a fire. Man, I broke down. I was like, what's this? I'm ever the strong one, but this I broke down. I was like, what is happening? What day is today? What is this? Ah, so when I called them and I told them, there are those of them that came through and really helped us. They brought us double decker beds, this one that are for like students in school, with the beddings, the money, several other stuff. So with the money, we helped to rebuild the house again. And it's it's one room. And how many are we? Oh my God, my mom and all the siblings. So it's just one single room. Mabati. So we upgraded even the house to a mabati, fully mabati iron sheets from the mud and the stone and the sticks. So now we upgraded. Hello to now a fully iron sheet, single room, and we even cemented the floor. You, what are you saying? Please. Uh-huh. A round of applause. Yes. Jealousy, jealousy. Yeah. So they helped us like that. They came through because of me. Eh, um, from them, now we've had that first graduation, right? Again, I'm in a WhatsApp group. So this certificate hasn't really helped me. I'm in a WhatsApp group sometime, and the link is sent mentioning a certain year. So I can give them credit. See, they helped me. So that church was PCA, yes. And then, now this one was a KCB Foundation. They have these scholarships that they give out, especially, is it at the start of the year, for some courses. So someone sent this in our WhatsApp group, and out of curiosity, I didn't know anything about it. I decided to click on the link and I check, what's this? And I'm like, let me just feel it. So I'm feeling it, and I decide cosmetology. So cosmetology was hair and beauty, doing hair and beauty combined. I decided, let me choose that one. And then I looked which school was near me. I chose, and I left it at that. And I actually forgot about it. And then I get a call. I think so. Yeah, a call. I hope so. Saying that have been shortlisted for an interview at that school. I should go there. So I go on that day. We are interviewed. We are several of us, and I happen to be one of those that are chosen for the course. I'm happy. So it was fully sponsored. The school that was offering it, the college was a Catholic-based college. That's why it was happening, but the sponsorship was from KCB Foundation. So we were told when to start, and was I the one who bought myself a book and pen? I don't remember well, but the fee had been paid by KCB Foundation, but that's all we got. I had other in other schools they were also getting some upkeep. I don't know. For us, it was just that. Yeah, not even lunch, just the studying part of it, and that's it. I said okay. So I did that for again 6 months. Yeah, and even before it finished, I started looking for before clearing the course, I started looking for salons, talking to them to give me an opportunity to try out. I went to the first one. They were mean. Well, I couldn't. So as I was there, I started looking for others. I got another one, and the madam was nice, and we were friends even for a while, even after I had left. Now my problem is my with my hands. I'm naturally slow. I'm just naturally slow. I've always known that all my life. So it will take me longer to plate something than someone else, and they or do something. Me it takes longer. I don't think it's not a short stature thing. It's just me. So it takes me longer to finish something than other people. So, of course, clients were not happy with that. Some people in a hurry. There are those who don't mind because whatever I did, I was great at it. Especially doing dreadlocks. And then kids loved me. My hand is soft. I can say that. It's the kind of hand I look for when I want someone to plate me. Like you don't feel pain, but that doesn't mean they are not firm. But you really feel pain. You cannot feel pain when I'm plating you. So kids loved me. Kids loved being plated by me or being or their blow dries and yeah, being served by me. So yes. So I did that, and then I went to a different area. Now there I specialized in dreadlocks, and then especially the guys, but mostly it's men who. But now more women are taking it up, but some areas there are more men that have dreadlocks. So in that area, more men had dreadlocks, and they loved my service. Hey, if they didn't find me in that salon, they were not being served. So sometimes they would call me from home to go and do their dreads. I was good at whatever. That's one thing I know about me. I'm slow, yes, quite slow, terribly slow. But whatever I get to do, my problem is I'm a perfectionist. If I'm not doing it well, I don't want to do it. So and I think that's also one of the reasons why maybe I am slow because I want to see that this is perfectly done. Oh yeah. So they really enjoyed my services. Even my madam, that first madam, second madam that I told you was so nice with me. She really loved me doing washing. See that washing before blow dry or whatever. I was so good at it. She enjoyed it. So anytime she wanted to do her, she had dreads. She would be like, I'm so glad because your hands are going to be on me washing me. So even when her customers came, and she will be the one serving them or her clients, she will always tell them, kindly let her wash you. She's amazing at this. And though some will be skeptical, there's this thing in salons, I think, and maybe in barber shops, that clients are attached to a certain person. So they don't want someone else to touch them. She'll be like, just give her a chance to wash you, just to wash you. And then when I start, they'll be like, oh my God, yeah. Oh yeah. So now even if they came and she's not there, they were not worried. They knew I could serve them well. Yeah, period. So I saw because of my being slow and everything, I'm not good at being at the salon, having trouble with people who, clients who have a problem with my being slow, plus being a short stitcher, it was hectic. I had to stand on something to reach them while I was struggling. It was a struggle. So before I finished someone's head, I'm like, ah. So I decided, let me go there, massage me. Yeah, but even that I didn't last in it for long. Man, you men are wicked. Men just want after sale service. Let's keep it clean. So anytime they are calling, is there after? I'm like, no. Okay. Anytime I say no, that's it. That's the end of the conversation. So I could barely get clients because I'm not offering after sale services. Of course, you get it. You do. Yeah, but you see, I cleared the 6 months. I passed again. Gra- Graduation came. It was during COVID, right? I, okay, I'm mixing up something because we didn't do graduation immediately. We did it later. But no, this is my second graduation. Oh yeah, please, hats off. And I'm still the only one in my family. It's not easy. So finally we are told when the graduation is going to be. We go and we do. Yeah, it was the COVID season. So even for the graduation, we couldn't go with family. They were saying they are maintaining the numbers. Yes, the country had been opened up, but people are still skeptical, and there's still some bit of tension here and there. So they didn't want a lot of people. So it was just us. We couldn't go. I couldn't take my mama at least. But we graduated nonetheless. And so the desire was on university. Maybe it will happen, maybe not. Until recently, this is where we are at now. So I got an opportunity to study what I'm studying now, public policy and governance. Ask me where. Go on. You're asking me where in the comments. At Strathmore Business School. SBS. Period. Oh, but yeah, it's not easy to keep up the rules there, the condition of the dress code there. But yeah, we have to adhere. So that's why after we were there, I've done my first week. It was intense, Atlanta. Lord. Yup, yup, yup. It wasn't easy. So it is actually sponsored or powered by an organization called Forum CIV, and it's because they gave out an opportunity, and we are the first cohort of this opportunity, which they are calling the Next Gen Leadership Fellowship. Yes, so I'm a fellow. I'm a Next Gen Leaders Fellow. That's me. So when they made that call out for applicants, they got over 500. I had one of them mentioned 620. I think so. They got over 620 applicants, over 500, and they only needed 20 for a start. So you were told, don't joke. Out of over 500 applicants, you were selected, the top 20. Oh my God, it has to be good, Yeah. So that's what I'm doing now. And maybe I may not really be into, what do you call this? I don't think I'm more leaned towards the politics way. I'm more into the CSO, civil societies, the non-governmental way. So maybe this might not really be my thing, but this has helped me understand the role of CSOs in shaping this country's democracy to where we are at. A huge percentage of the far we have come is accredited to the civil societies that were there from, or that came up from then, from all those decades and years ago. Yeah, so they play an important role, and it's good to have this knowledge. So, among the reasons why I might stick to this till the very end is because for the first time, again in our family, someone is in the university. Are you guys? You know, ah, you may not get the magnitude, but someone is in the university, and this I might accomplish because it's at least it's 6 months, 6 months, So that and we'll be graduating when we finish. That means a lot to me, to my family, to me. It means a lot. Yeah. So we may stick around, one because of that, two because even going the CSO's way, you need to understand these things. I think a lot of the problems that we are having in this country because we do not have this knowledge. We don't. So we listen to the politicians' lies, we eat them up, they feed us because they know, but they know we don't. Not all of us has info on what happens, the budgeting policies of the country, the processes, the public policies, the making of policies, all about the governance and everything. They know we, most of us, a majority of us don't know. See, but I'm glad because of the Gen Z revolution, at least people are studying, are getting to know, are questioning. But the more we do not have this knowledge, the more gullible we are. So that's another reason that would inspire me to see this course through till the very end. Because you see now when you're even attending these public participation forums, you know what you're going to talk about and how. You can see through maybe the lies that are there and everything, you see. You can see the exploitations, you can note them out and say, no, this is not right constitutionally, whatever. And you can even come up with petitions and memorandas and position papers on what you feel. No, this one is not going right. This is not how we are supposed to be doing. Now, I know I went overboard. Just supposed to give you the journey, but it's your storyteller, and I think I should leave it there. Oh my God, that has been today's story. Okay, so for me, it means a lot. It means a lot. Checking on the far that I have come from where I began. I get to go from Mabati. Like Mabati House was such an achievement. To where I am at, and I am super grateful. So grateful. Like I always say, money is good. For my desire is for like everyone in the world to live above the poverty line. That's my desire. That's like my purpose to help to get to that level where I can help as many people also to get out of poverty because I know it. I know it firsthand. I do. And to some people, my family, to some people around the same setup we were in, to some people we were rich. We were even helping out neighbors, even with food. So poverty no, poverty no. So I'm super when you see me praising maybe what you feel is a small thing. Oh, I have a laptop for the first time in my life. Oh, I'm not bragging. I'm being grateful. I am being grateful. I thank God for them each and every day. And just look at something like that. I can even look at my seat like this and give thanks. Just tell God, thank you. I have this now, you know. I have this kind of phone now. Be grateful. Be grateful. The life you're living, I know, this sounds like cliche, but the life you're living is someone's prayer. Be grateful every stage. And I always believe a gratitude heart is a magnet to more blessings. Let me not bore you anymore. Oh yeah. Okay. See you on the next episode. Katrina. I'm out.